Now Dallenberg comes into the game as we watch Kyle Lowry at work.
Look at that no-look pass to Scola, 20 feet from the basket. It's a lot of trust when you give the big guy the ball that far away from the basket. Oh, we got a Tracy McGrady sighting.
That's the reaction you hear from the crowd as Tracy McGrady checks into the game.
He's averaging almost 10 points in 20 minutes, which is pretty darn good off the bench. Doing a good job of getting back, not giving the Hawks anything in transition. Doing a little high pick and roll with Joe and Smith.
Joe Johnson picked up by Dallenberg. Dallenberg goes after him. Kirk Hagrick had surgery, so he's still waiting to get going. There's McGrady putting up the hook shot, and Pachulia over the back of Dallenberg.
Yes, he's still playing.
Yeah, 16 years for Stackhouse, and this is the 15th year for Tracy McGrady. Can you believe that? He's 33 years old, but he's played 15 years in the NBA.
That's what happens when you come out of high school. You can play longer. If I had thought of that, could have had 3 more years.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't have had 5 slammer jammers.
Well, good point. I say with the same unit that left the game.
McGrady with a turnaround. We've seen that for many, many years.
Good
Tracy
move.
McGrady.
Good isolation for T-Mac around the top of the key area. He can operate from up there. And that looked pretty good.
Tracy McGrady played 6 seasons here in Houston. He averaged 22 points a game as a Rocket.
He had a great career as a Rocket.
Averaged 5 rebounds, averaged 5 assists a game. But he just didn't play. Patrick Patterson puts it up and in. The final 2 years of the 6 years Tracy played here, he played in only 35 games in 08-09 and 30 games in 09 and 10.
Right. The injuries were a large part of that. And when you're injured, there's not a whole lot you can do other than just get back to your game.
Too bad people didn't see the real Tracy McGrady. A lot of young people haven't seen him play. And watch this. This is vintage McGrady here.
Little spin. Courtney Lee's a good defender. That was a quick move. Running to the refrigerator.
I don't have to train, Bart. I stay in shape year-round. McGrady to the basket for the slam.
Oh,
Tracy McGrady. Or as I used to say, T-Mac to the right.
Look like a young T-Mac there. I think he's healthy, Bill. He looks good to me. And that's a good sign for the Hawks. To have him coming off your bench is a tremendous plus.
You don't think he's trying to play well tonight against
I'm sure he's trying to play
this
well.
Crowd here?
Well, you know, he's averaging 10 points in about 20 minutes, so that's great production off the bench.
Missed by Dragic. The rebound to McGrady. Yeah, he didn't have a productive season in Detroit because it was a bad team.
Yeah, he's still getting healthy.
I think he can help Atlanta.
I think so too.
3 seconds, down to 2 now. Willie Green puts it up short, never touched the rim.
It's probably the easiest shot he's going to have tonight.
This year.
Brady on the low post in the mud.
Pretty good defense by Budinger. Scola with a rebound, hook pass. Pachulia directing traffic around the other way. Grady, the point forward. To Pargo. Willie Green on the drive. High off the glass, won't go. And Dallenberg
real hot.
Grady wants to work on Budinger. 3 seconds. Down to 2. Down to 1. McGrady's got to take it. In and out won't go. Dallenberg with a rebound. Rocket.
Last season.
Number ones are coming out of Kentucky pretty fast.
How does that happen?
McGrady.
The crowd was booing a little bit for McGrady, but that'll keep him quiet for a minute.
Came down and blocked Kevin. 76-62. What a play. They'll be talking about that one for a couple of weeks as McGrady hits again.
Comes off the little pick and roll. Tracy looks good. He's going up vertical on that jump shot.
I'll put Kyle Lowry's play on the number 1 in the top 10 tonight.
Oh, no doubt. For a point guard, it doesn't get any better.
Knocked away now. Here's McGrady in the open court. McGrady with a nice pass, and Patterson with a rejection. Wow.
Just defense, great defense by the Rockets.
Pachulia hits from the outside and falls down. Atlanta on an 8-0 run. Another wild shot.
Another wild shot by Redmanovich. Those are the shots that drive coaches crazy.
Well,
quick shots, no ball movement.
Cool now. They got to rely on their defense to keep shutting out. There's McGrady working on Courtney Lee. Good pickup by Houston. McGrady picked up the dribble. In the corner. Teague on the drive. Lays it up, and it won't go down. And Scola with a rebound. Out ahead to Lowry.
Defense by the Rockets that time.
Sure was. Martin.
Yes.
Yes. Is indeed right.
So he just had to do it.
Inside to a cutting McGrady.
Courtney Lee got behind him. You got to stay in front of the guy you're guarding.
Tracy McGrady has come into the game with 10 points to lead Atlanta back.
You got to continue to make that scoreboard move.
Scola puts up the hook shot, won't go down. And deflection by Scola, and the basket by Jordan Hill. Scola never gave up.
That's just a hustle by Luis and Kyle. They just never give up on the play.
And an offensive foul on Atlanta's Joe Johnson.
A little tired, you think. If it continues, he's going to play 41 minutes on the third night of a back-to-back-to-back.
Buttinger from the corner.
Oh, baby.
Hey, Bud.
Let's party. It is New Year's Eve. Come on, baby.
For one.
I like Kevin McHale on the bench. He just sits there cool and calm, collected.
McGrady hits a three, and Tracy McGrady with 13 points.
On 6 of 10 shooting. 5 rebounds.
Scola from the outside, and he can't get it to go down, and McGrady with a rebound. 9 of his 13 have come here in the fourth quarter for Tracy McGrady. Horford taking it all the way down in the paint, puts it up and in.
That's too many dribbles. You got to double that. Get it out of the paint. Guy takes 3 dribbles. That's a large amount of work for Luis Scola to do on his own.
Nearing 3 minutes left to play in the game. 85-78 Houston. Back to Scola. Nice little fake. And Scola just lays it up for 2. Everybody ran off and left him. Luis said, I'll go ahead and shoot it.
Well, he pump faked everybody out of their shoes.
7 with the basketball.
High pick and roll, Kyle and Luis. You see a steady diet of this down the stretch.
And Scola with a big, big bucket.
And that's the reason why.
Luis Scola, cold-blooded down the stretch. Watch the little scoop here by the ice cream man. 19 points for Scola to hit on 9 3-pointers in this game, and yet still lead by only 9. Joe Johnson puts it up short, and Lowry with the rebound.
Take the over.
Lowry back to Scola. That's worked pretty well. It works again.
Oh, yeah.
So they're establishing Toyota Center as a good place to play. How about the game?
Everything's going in.
Jordan Hill with 11 points, 14 rebounds, a double-double for Jordan Hill.
Very nice game tonight by Jordan Hill.
McGrady with a miss. And Hill with his 15th rebound.